Good evening and welcome to the news at 8 on Lagos Television. I am Omomi Okewu. The Nigeria Police Force has again invited the President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, alongside the Secretary General of the Union, Emmanuel Ogbaja. The invitation letter dated August 28, 2024 was the day before Ajaero honored the earlier invitation at the force headquarters in Abuja. Later signed by CP Rufus Alajide for the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Force Intelligence Department says the latest investigation furthers an investigation into the alleged criminal intimidation, malicious damage to properties, and conduct likely to cause breach of public peace. The NLC president was earlier invited by the Office of the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Intelligence Response Team (IRT) over allegations of criminal conspiracy, terrorism financing, treasonable felony, subversion, and cybercrime. Now, Southwest leaders have attributed the peace and tranquility in the region to consistent commitment of protection against internal and external forces. Governors from the region and security stakeholders, including the national coordinator of the Pan-Yoruba Social Cultural Organization, the Odua People's Congress, are calling for regional integration, synergy of local security fronts with other security agencies, and collaboration for the safety of all.
Because situation now in the country, and if we didn't restructure Nigeria now, in the next few years, Nigeria may go down as the 20th economic nation in Africa. This will reduce burden on federal government. It will enhance the socio-economic progress in Nigeria.
In the global sustainability platform, we still have more years to go for the continuous development of Nigeria and especially the Yoruba race across the world. So they should keep up with what they're doing and continue to enhance for the promotion of the good of the society.
Structural imbalance is one of the factors infringing on Nigeria's development, advocating for restructuring of the country for social and economic progress.
It must be tied to regionalism with the repression of 1960 and 1963 Constitution, where all the six geopolitical zones can develop at their own pace. We will continue to project the interests of Yoruba race and will never fail in our effort to promote the cultural identity of our race.
We must allow Nigeria to survive. Restructuring remains key. Security of lives and property remains very important, and it's also very, very paramount that we all contribute to the growth and development of this country. We must also hold government accountable. Government must play its cardinal role of providing welfare for its citizens.
Marking the establishment of the Odua People's Congress by the Southwest leaders after 30 years, they called on the federal government to pay attention to the plight of Nigerians. Now, getting more people on board the fight against domestic and sexual violence will be one of the focal points of this year's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Lagos State government revealed this at a press conference heralding the Awareness Month with the theme SGBV, Not on My Watch, Not in My Lagos. Our correspondent Adetola Kayode reports.
6,456. That's the number of domestic violence, rape, sexual assault, child abuse, and other related cases that have been reported in Lagos State between September 2023 and July 31, 2024. The spike in the reportage of these cases has intensified the need for continuous education to get everyone into the ring and end this menace. Commissioner for Justice Lawal Pedro, represented by the acting Solicitor General in the Ministry of Justice, Hamed Oyenuga, and the Executive Secretary, Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, Titilola Viva Adeniyi, say government is working hard at stemming this tide, but it still needs more cooperation from the people. 1 in 10 boys will be abused before the age of 18 years old. It is therefore of utmost importance that we engage children timeously to prevent them falling prey to pedophiles and perverts in our society.
I think the fact that we even have data is a success. Before now, we would say we don't have an idea of the cases, but we have data now. We are able to be strategic in our interventions. We know local governments with high reporting. We know how to target our interventions.
A number of programs have been lined up to commemorate this year's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which will kick off from September 1. They are advocacy walks, Men We Sabi, Market Fiesta, Eco Men Walk Against SGBV, Governor's Award, and Turn Alausa Purple, where civil servants and strategic places will wear anything purple.
And the purpose of the advocacy walk is to educate and sensitize the citizens and residents of the state on the issue of sexual and gender-based violence and the available services at the state has to offer in curbing the menace.
Lagos State government has secured over 50 convictions in the past 1 year, and that is testament to the fact that there's increased faith in the system. And we know that with your support, and of course with the support of the governor and the entire government, ably led by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we will rid this menace out of our society.
The theme for this year's celebration is SGBV, Not on My Watch, Not in My Lagos. Adetola Kayode, LTV News.
The Lagos State government is set to commence the second phase of the Onje Eko Food Discount Market tomorrow, September 1. Briefing newsman, Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, says the program aligns with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's commitment to ensuring the well-being of all Lagos residents. We have details in this report. As promised by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the second phase of the 25% Onje Eko Food Discount Market is set to resume on Sunday, September 1, 2024. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, while briefing newsmen, says the second phase will run for 8 weeks across 64 locations, including all the 57 local government and local council development areas, University of Lagos, Lagos State University of Science and Technology, Alausa Secretariat, Lagos State University of Education, and Lagos State University Teaching Hospital from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Alausa Secretariat and the educational institutions, including LASUS that I mentioned, will take place on Fridays. The market for Mushin Food Hub, Fresh Food Hub, that will take place on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. So instead of running for just 8 weeks or 8 market days, the Fresh Food Hub location will run for 16 market days. The food items available at the markets will include the usual 5-kilo rice, beans, gari, loaves of bread, crates of eggs, tomatoes, and pepper, tatashe, and onions.
On pricing, the commissioner explains that while food items have increased over the last few months, prices of food items sold at each market location were aligned with prevailing local market prices, as these items will be sold by local vendors.
I would like to clarify that we had issues the last time where people mistook measurements. People are used to buying gari or rice or beans in a paint bucket. That is not same as a 5-kilo measure. A paint bucket, even when you stack food high on it, is roughly about 3.8 kilo to 4 kilo, depending on the density of the food. The grains of beans is thick, is big. When you put rice in the same bucket, grains of rice are small, so density matters as well with weightage, but it is still not the same as 5 kilo. So when we come and say 5 kilo is this price, and people are saying, the measurements are different.
Promising a clean and secure environment in collaboration with volunteers and Lagos State government staff, the commissioner explains that while collection of cash will be minimized, new digitalized payment platforms have been introduced.
Upon arrival at your chosen market location, kindly follow the steps. Locate the banner displaying the prices of food items and their discounted rates at the entrance to the market. Follow the queue and sit in the designated seating area. At your turn, proceed to the payment point for the specific food item you wish to purchase, each with its own banner, and use your ATM card to make the payment. And you are paying 75%. Please remember that. Ensure your receipt indicates approved and carries the name Onje Eko. And for any declined but debited transactions, like I mentioned earlier, please contact your bank.
Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor, had all the advocacy or the push for it, and he has said that he should return this Sunday. The second thing I would like to say is that I want to urge you, the media, to please watch out for fake news.
Residents are advised to visit www.lagosagric.com for more details on market locations and other information. Omomi Okewo, LTV News. Now, parents, caregivers, and the general public have been advised to continually support all efforts by the Lagos State government to ensure the rights of people with disabilities are adequately protected to have an inclusive state. Government officials and stakeholders said this at this year's celebration of special needs children by the Lagos State Office of Disability Affairs, LASODA. Olajumoke Oyewumi reports.
Themed Every Child with Disability Deserves Inclusive and Quality Living. This event by the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, is an annual program that is in line with the social inclusion aspect of the Themes Plus agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration to support and uplift children with special needs. As one of the core mandates of LASODA to safeguard rights of people with disabilities and achieve an inclusive state, this event is also a testimony to the state government's commitment of leaving no child behind, regardless of status.
Our desire, our hope, and our efforts are to ensure that we shift these mindsets and recognize them as integral members of our societies, deserving of the same rights, opportunities, and respect like every other child.
Participants were enlightened on continuous advocacy for disability inclusion, showing of empathy towards people with disabilities and other issues.
At LASUBEB, we understand that inclusive education is fundamental to achieving quality living. This involves not only adapting our educational environment to be more accessible, but also ensuring that our teaching methods are responsive to the diverse needs of our pupils.
It really takes a lot to take care of these children. For you to know that they are children from God, and that is why you really, really take care of them as your own.
We are the voice to these children. If we don't speak for them, no one will speak for them. Abilities that these children have, things that they can do well, can still promote them in doing several things.
The things I will tell the parents is, please celebrate the life of the children you have, not the children that you hope for. I know that sometimes it doesn't tally, but the reality is at the right time, these children have abilities in what it is that they can do.
I see that this kind of a program really helps each of these children when they bring them around.
The children thereafter had the fun-filled time with various facilities at the Abayomi Fini Recreational Park, venue of the event. Olajumoke Oyewumi, LTV News.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has directed the constitution of a medical panel to review the clinical circumstances leading to the death of Akwa Ibom State Commissioner of Police, Waida Ilara, and the lighter circumstances surrounding his passing, happening some hours after an uneventful surgery. The panel is headed by the Chief Medical Director of LASOT, Professor Adetokunbo Fabanwo, and will submit a comprehensive report on the matter in 7 days. The Lagos State government also sent its condolences to the family of the CP who passed on at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital on Thursday, August 29, 2024. Aguilera, who was in Lagos to undergo a medical procedure, passed away following its surgery. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on behalf of the government and the good people of Lagos State, extend his heartfelt condolences to Aguilera's family, loved ones, the police, the government, and the people of Akwa Ibom during this difficult time. Now, for more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free line 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. Thanks for watching the news at 8. I am Omomi Okewo. Good evening.
Onyeka Owenu, born on January 31st, 1952 in Obosi, Nigeria, is known for a multifaceted career as a singer, actress, human rights activist and politician. Popularly known as the Elegant Stallion by the Nigerian press, she hails from Idiato local government area of Imo State. She began her education in Obosi before pursuing further studies in the United States, earning degrees in international relations and communication from Wesley College in Massachusetts and a master's degree in media studies from the New School for Social Research in New York. Onyeka has been involved in politics, contesting for local council chairman under the People's Democratic Party (PDP), and later appointed as chairperson of Imo State Council of Arts and Culture in 2013. She also served as the executive director and CEO of the National Center for Women Development under President Goodluck Jonathan's administration. Onyeka made her mark in the media industry as a newsreader and reporter for NTA and gained international recognition for her BBC NTA documentary, Nigeria is Squandering of Riches, addressing corruption in the country. As an artist, she released successful albums like In the Morning Light and You and I, and she also ventured into acting, Despite a public career, Onyeka Owenu maintains a private personal life.